You got your apple? Yummy. Na-na. Okay. Hi, thanks for stopping in. My name's Allie. I'm a milspouse and a mom who prioritizes family and fitness. I was making my coffee today. I have a bag here of brown sugar, and on the back I noticed that there was a peanut butter cookie recipe. I thought that sounded so good. So what I'm gonna do is try and make it. I'm gonna try and make it as healthy as I can. And I'm gonna try and make it gluten-free because I'm a gluten-free girly. Which I assume you probably are too, if you clicked on this video. So making gluten-free stuff for me has been a big issue. It has not worked out very well. I've been using this. I don't like almond flour very much, and usually this doesn't always give me the right consistency, but at least this will bake. Because sometimes if I use almond flour or something else, it'll crumble or it'll just be gross or dry. Or let's see, first is a cup of brown sugar. So we got to get a cup of brown sugar. Oh, and I didn't mention this before, but it is June, aka PCS season, and our house is pretty much packed up. This is out because we're throwing it away, and this is the only bowl I have. 1 cup of light brown sugar, Freedom's Choice. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Okay, so brown sugar, 3/4 cup of peanut butter. And so this is where we're gonna get crazy here. Oh wait, what is this? This is a 1/2 cup. I need another whole cup. Step 2, read, right? Okay, so then we're gonna do a 1/2 cup of peanut butter. No, 3/4 cup of peanut butter is what it was. But I'm using PB2 because that's where my mind goes, right? Health, peanut butter, healthy spin, PB2. It honestly, it's fine. Okay, so this is the this is the consistency I got, and it took 4 servings of the PB2 to make the 3/4 cup. So 4 servings of the PB2, and you really want to start with the powder and then add water little by little, because it can get too runny really fast. I wanted it to be as much peanut butter consistency as possible, which would be thicker. Okay, so you want to mix that with butter until it's fluffy per this. But because we're trying to make this healthy, we're gonna skip on the butter and we're gonna do unsweetened applesauce instead. That's a great substitute. Unsweetened applesauce. I beat it with I feel like this is a lot of brown sugar. I don't know, but you want to beat it for about 5 minutes, it says, until it's fluffy, which I can kind of see it. I can kind of see it getting fluffy. And the butter, it's supposed to be a stick. Yeah, it's supposed to be a stick because that's a 1/2 cup. So just do the equivalent of the 1/2 cup applesauce, and if you need to add more, then you can. But you usually won't, you won't need less. So, okay. And it does say to use an electrical stand mixer on the instructions. But like I said, we are 1 week away from moving, and I don't have my mixer out. So this is just going to have to do. So if you have a mixer that you're using, hey, yours will already come out better than mine. You got a leg up, bud. Okay. That's not fluffy, but okay. Oh, you want to beat in the egg and the vanilla. So 1 egg and a 1/2 tablespoon, a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm sorry, but vanilla, for me, I'm never measuring vanilla. You cannot go wrong with too much vanilla. There we go. who came up with beating eggs, right? Kind of weird, but okay. You're gonna also combine flour, and you're gonna use 1.5 cups, baking soda, which is 1 teaspoon, and some salt, which is a 1/4 teaspoon. With the salt, I just, just throw it in. It don't matter. When I was growing up and I learned a little bit on how to bake, I was taught that you don't put salt in anything you want sweet. I know that's wrong now, but it still kind of sticks with me. So 1.5 cups of flour. We're using just our all-purpose measure for measure King Arthur flour. 1, 2. So we're getting really excited for the move. We're only about a week away, and we're also coming to the end of the school year. So a lot is kind of happening at once, and it's really nice. It's really nice. We're gonna PCS season, people talk about it like it's, I feel like people talk about PCS season like it's, this, don't get me wrong, it's overwhelming and it's stressful, but it is also exciting. Especially if you're looking forward to the place you're going, which I know you can't always, but even then, if you remain positive, like I like to get on Google Maps and like look around the area we'll be and look at the coffee shops and look at what kind of stuff is there. Like that can all be very exciting, So, and just be positive in the sense of this is opportunity, this is going to be new people, new place, new stuff. I don't know where my teaspoon is, so we're gonna kind of think that's a teaspoon. Would you give that a teaspoon? I would. There you go. Okay. So I am really excited. We're all super excited. We won't be in our new place long because it's just a school that my husband is doing. So we won't be there long, which is even more exciting because we have no idea where we'll be after that. But we do know that wherever we are after that, it's going to be kind of a settle-in place. It's going to be a long haul. So that's so exciting because we have been, oh my God, I'm spilling flour. We have been to South Carolina. We were in South Carolina for a year. We've been in North Carolina for a year. We'll be this next place for about a year. Ooh. And then the place after that is where we'll be for a good bit. That's where I'll build my career. Maybe we'll pop out another pup. Just remain, if you're going through that, just remain positive. Again, don't judge. This is a pizza pan with some aluminum foil on it. We are moving. Everything's packed up. So I have a tablespoon. It says to get a tablespoon of a scoop and line them up and then flatten them out with a fork. So I'm gonna get my tablespoon and then I'm gonna get my little, that's how I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it like that. It's cute, it's a cute little bowl. Okay. There you go. Yeah, we don't really have anything in the house right now. We have like inflatable mattresses and one TV. And it's our tiny TV that will fit in the car when we drive down, so that's funny. That's probably the hardest time is sharing the TV, I think. My kids are various age differences, so they don't like the same stuff. You want to also press down with the fork. I mean, I don't, but it said I should. Actually, forget the fork. That was a mess. Forget the fork. Oh, yeah, forget that. That was a mess. Maybe flatten them down a little bit. I don't know why peanut butter cookies do the fork thing. Is that necessary? These bad boys look pretty good, actually. So we're gonna pop them in the oven at 375, and we're gonna leave them for 10 minutes. We were able to make 22 little cookies, little peanut butter cookies. These are only about 50 calories. Very low fat. So because we took out the regular peanut butter and the butter, which would have been fat, we substituted it for a zero fat, two zero fat things. So your PB2 is no fat, and your applesauce is what we use to substitute the butter, and that is also no fat. So these are no fat, low calorie peanut butter things. What would only make it better is if they were obviously high protein. That would be amazing. But I mean, we're gonna get what we get. So I'm gonna try them. They're good. If you don't have to use gluten-free flour, yours are gonna be amazing. If you do, like me, they're pretty good. They're cute. If I were to do these again, more prepared, I would do like walnuts or something, like a nut. I would add a nut to it. Not peanuts. I don't like peanuts. These are really good. I liked this. I liked finding a random recipe. Like this one, again, I found on the back of a brown sugar bag. I think I'm gonna do that. Like, I'm gonna try and do random recipes and try and make them healthy. But I think this would be a fun series to kind of dive into and to learn from. Thanks so much for watching. If you give these a try, I really hope you like them. And if you have any other ideas on substitutes that we can use, then go ahead and just let me know. Thanks.